We've always been told to eat our vegetables, that they're the key to staying healthy, strong, and sharp as we age. But what if I told you that, after 60, eating the wrong vegetables at the wrong time could quietly increase your risk of a stroke or other serious health issues, even if everything else in your lifestyle seems healthy? The truth is, some common vegetables can work against your aging body, especially when combined with medications or eaten at night. But don't worry, I'm going to guide you through exactly what to avoid, what to adjust, and how to protect your brain without giving up the foods you love. So stay with me. What you'll learn in the next few minutes could change how you eat forever. Picture this. You've hit your 60s, maybe even your 70s. You've earned this freedom, this peace. You opened the fridge to grab something for lunch or a light dinner. Maybe it's a handful of spinach for a salad, a juicy tomato for your sandwich, or a few crisp carrot sticks as a snack. You're redoing all the right things. Everything you've been told will help you stay healthy, sharp, and independent. But what if I told you that some of these healthy vegetables could actually be working against your brain, quietly, gradually, without warning? No chest pain, no dizziness, just one moment you're feeling fine, and the next, you're struggling to move your arm, form a sentence, or even stand. Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Turner, and over the years, I've seen far too many patients over 60 suffer strokes, not because they were eating junk food or skipping meals, but because they were eating what they thought were healthy vegetables. The truth is, as we age, our bodies react differently, even to the most innocent foods. So today, on Health 365 Day, I want to walk you through 9 vegetables that may be quietly harming your brain, especially if you're over 60, and show you simple ways to keep enjoying your favorite foods safely. Stick with me until the end, because the last one on this list, most seniors eat it every single week, and it might be the sneakiest of them all. Grab a glass of water, get comfortable, and let's dive in. 1. Spinach, the healthy green with a hidden twist. Now, spinach is often praised as a superfood, and rightly so. It's full of iron, magnesium, and fiber. It's the go-to green for smoothies, salads, even omelets. But here's the catch. For older adults, spinach can shift from being a health hero to a hidden risk. As we age, our blood vessels aren't as flexible as they once were. They're stiffer, more prone to blockages. Add in common medications like calcium supplements, vitamin D, or blood pressure pills, and suddenly, things get more complicated. Spinach contains something called oxalates. These are natural compounds that bind to calcium in your body. In younger adults, oxalates usually get flushed out just fine. But in seniors, especially those with slower kidney function or high calcium intake, oxalates can start to build up. They form tiny crystals that can stiffen small blood vessels, including those that supply your brain. And when those vessels stiffen or clog up, microclots can form. These are tiny blockages that may not cause immediate symptoms, but over time, they starve brain cells of oxygen. One wrong move, and a stroke strikes in your sleep. The fix: don't give up spinach entirely, but eat it cooked, in moderate portions, and pair it with plenty of water. And if you are taking calcium or vitamin D supplements, talk to your doctor about timing them away from oxalate-rich meals. 2. Broccoli, great for your heart, risky for your brain in some cases. Broccoli is another vegetable we've all been told to eat, full of fiber, antioxidants, and vitamins. But if you're taking blood thinners, like warfarin, Plavix, or even daily aspirin, broccoli could tip your balance in the wrong direction. Why? Broccoli is high in vitamin K, which helps your blood clot. For younger folks, that's a good thing. It helps heal cuts and bruises. But for older adults on blood thinners, too much vitamin K can mess with the way your medication works. Your blood might end up too thick or too thin. Let me tell you about Clara. She was 80 years old, lived in Pennsylvania, and loved her nightly bowl of steamed broccoli with olive oil and lemon. She was doing everything right, or so she thought. Clara was also on blood thinners for a heart condition. One day, she suddenly felt dizzy and collapsed. A brain scan showed a small bleed, not from a fall or trauma, but from her blood being too thin to clot properly. Her steady broccoli habit had slowly thrown off her blood chemistry. The key here is consistency. If you eat broccoli regularly, don't suddenly stop or double up. Talk to your doctor, keep your portions steady, and monitor your blood levels. Broccoli isn't bad, but for folks on blood thinners, surprises can be dangerous. 3. Romaine lettuce, light, crisp, and quietly dehydrating romaine lettuce is refreshing, crunchy, and low in calories. It seems perfect for anyone watching their weight or heart health, especially seniors. But here's something most people don't realize. Romaine is a natural diuretic. That means it helps your body flush out water. If you're younger, it's no big deal, but for seniors, especially those on diuretics or blood pressure meds, this can lead to overnight dehydration. When you're slightly dehydrated, your blood thickens, and thicker blood flows more slowly, increasing the chances of clotting, especially if you have conditions like atrial fibrillation or you're on multiple medications. The solution: enjoy your salads earlier in the day and always pair them with a full glass of water. That way, you get the benefits of romaine without the nighttime dehydration risk. 4. Carrots. Sweet, crunchy, and blood sugar spiking carrots are a favorite snack for many older adults. They're crisp, naturally sweet, and full of beta-carotene, which supports your eyes and skin. But here's the surprising part. Eating raw carrots, especially at night, can mess with your blood sugar. Why? Carrots contain natural sugars that digest quickly, meaning they can cause a fast blood sugar spike, especially if eaten alone. For people with diabetes, prediabetes, or circulation issues, that spike is often followed by a drop, what we call nocturnal hypoglycemia. When your blood sugar drops too low at night, your body reacts by releasing stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones tighten your blood vessels, raise blood pressure, and can increase clot risk, a dangerous mix for aging arteries. Take Leela, a 76-year-old retired nurse from Portland. She swapped cookies for baby carrots as her evening snack. Good idea in theory, but soon she began waking up dizzy, sometimes confused. One morning, she forgot how to make her coffee, a routine she'd followed for 30 years. Turns out, Leela had a small stroke, triggered by blood sugar swings and microclots. If you love carrots, eat them during the day, and pair them with protein or healthy fat, like hummus or a boiled egg, to slow the sugar absorption. 5. Garlic. Natural medicine or natural risk. Garlic is often hailed as a miracle food, known for lowering blood pressure, reducing cholesterol, and boosting the immune system. Many seniors even take garlic supplements, believing it gives their heart an extra shield. But here's the issue. Garlic is a natural blood thinner. If you're already on blood-thinning medications, warfarin, Plavix, or daily aspirin, adding garlic supplements or large amounts in your food could make your blood too thin. And when blood gets too thin, small brain bleeds can happen, silently and without warning. The safe route: cook with garlic in moderation, but skip the supplements, unless your doctor gives you the go-ahead. Watch for signs like unexplained bruising, headaches, or feeling lightheaded. These could be your body's way of waving a red flag. 6. Onions. Heart-healthy, but not always brain-safe. Let's talk about onions. They're a staple in nearly every kitchen, tossed into soups, salads, stews. They're rich in quercetin, a powerful antioxidant that helps relax blood vessels and lower blood pressure. Sounds like a win, right? Well, here's the flip side. For seniors already taking blood pressure medications, especially beta blockers or diuretics, too much onion, especially raw onion at night, can actually lower your blood pressure too much. When blood pressure drops too low during sleep, your brain may not get enough oxygen. The result: you wake up dizzy, confused, maybe even unable to stand or speak. In some cases, it triggers a mini-stroke or a full stroke. George, an 81-year-old retired football coach from Georgia, loved adding raw onion slices to his nightly salad. He figured it was good for his heart, and he liked the crunch, but he was also on a beta. Over time, his blood pressure dropped too low at night. One morning, he woke up and couldn't form words. He'd suffered a small stroke. The lesson here: onions are fine, but eat them earlier in the day, and always in moderation. And if you're on blood pressure meds, keep an eye out for symptoms like morning fogginess, lightheadedness, or fatigue. Those are your body's subtle warnings. 7. Corn. Sweet comfort food. With a hidden sugar load. Corn. It's nostalgic. Think summer corn on the cob, warm bowls of grits, or sweet corn soup. It's comforting, familiar, but nutritionally, corn behaves more like a starch than a vegetable. Corn is high in natural sugars and carbohydrates that quickly convert to glucose in your bloodstream. For people over 60, especially those with insulin resistance, high blood pressure, or vascular issues, that's a problem, particularly if eaten in the evening. Here's what happens. Your blood sugar spikes after eating corn, then crashes during the night. That crash triggers stress hormones, which constrict your blood vessels and raise your blood pressure, a recipe for clots, especially if your arteries are already stiff or narrowed. Take Darlene, a 78-year-old retired librarian from Iowa. She loved her corn grits in the morning, corn pudding with dinner, but she started waking up foggy and sometimes couldn't move her left hand. A scan revealed a minor stroke, caused by blood sugar fluctuations and If you love corn, keep it to daytime meals and pair it with protein to slow sugar absorption. Avoid eating corn on its own late at night, especially if you're managing diabetes or on heart meds. Your blood vessels and pancreas will thank you. 8. Asparagus. Elegant on the plate. Dehydrating in the body. Asparagus is one of those vegetables that feels fancy and healthy at the same time. It's low in calories, high in folate, and often recommended in senior diets. But like romaine, asparagus is a natural diuretic. It helps your body get rid of extra water. That's not always a good thing. If you're over 60 and taking diuretics, blood pressure meds, or have conditions like atrial fibrillation, too much asparagus, especially at night, can dehydrate you while you sleep. And as we covered earlier, dehydration leads to thicker blood, which increases the risk of clots and strokes. Joanne, a 79-year-old retired school counselor from Colorado Springs, ate steamed asparagus with lemon every night. She was proud of her clean diet, but one morning, she woke up slurring her words. A small stroke had hit. Her doctors traced it to dehydration combined with her meds and lack of nighttime fluids. The fix: enjoy asparagus with lunch, not dinner. Always pair it with a tall glass of water, especially if you're taking medications that already dry you out. And if you're waking up with dry mouth or brain fog, it could be your body hinting at low hydration. 9. Tomatoes. Bright, juicy, and full of surprises. Finally, let's talk about tomatoes. They're everywhere, in salads, sauces, soups, juices. Tomatoes are rich in lycopene, which supports heart health and fights inflammation. But for some seniors, they can cause unexpected issues. Tomatoes contain histamines and solanine, compounds that may trigger inflammation or irritate the nervous system. If you're sensitive to nightshades or have nerve-related issues, tomatoes can cause muscle stiffness, joint pain, or even blood vessel spasms. They're also acidic, which can throw off the balance of magnesium and calcium in your body. To minerals, essential for keeping blood vessels and brain function stable. Let me tell you about Geraldine, an 84-year-old retired piano teacher from Charleston. Every night, she made her favorite dish, homemade tomato soup. She thought it was light and healthy. But one morning, she woke up with blurred vision and slurred speech. It mimicked a stroke, and while it wasn't a clot, tests showed inflammation and blood vessel spasms likely triggered by her tomato-heavy evening meals and mild dehydration. Tomatoes are not the enemy, but if you're eating them every night, especially in large amounts, try cutting back. Shift them to daytime meals, and stay hydrated. If you're on a low-sodium diet, you're already more prone to mineral imbalances, so be mindful. So, what can you eat to protect your brain after 60? Here's the good news. You don't need to give up vegetables. You just need to eat smarter and time your meals better. Cooked greens like kale or Swiss chard are great in moderation. Cooking reduces oxalates, making them safer for aging kidneys and blood vessels. Berries, especially blueberries and strawberries, are loaded with antioxidants and are gentle on blood sugar. Nuts like almonds and walnuts give you healthy fats and long-lasting energy. Hydrating foods like cucumbers, melons, and citrus fruits help your blood flow smoothly. Lean proteins, fish, chicken, eggs, support brain health without blood sugar spikes. Eat your heavier meals at lunchtime, when your digestion is stronger and your body is more active. Before bed, just a small glass of room temperature water can help prevent overnight dehydration. Most importantly, talk to your doctor. Ask how your medications interact with your diet. Say, "Hey doc, is this vegetable okay with what I'm taking, or should I avoid this at night?" These conversations can prevent confusion, dizziness, and even a stroke. Final thoughts: after 60, your body changes. It becomes more sensitive, more responsive, but also smarter. You're not fragile, you're informed. Every little decision, like moving your salad to lunch, adding a glass of water before bed, or being mindful of how much garlic or broccoli you're re-eating, adds up to a healthier brain and a more confident you. You deserve mornings without dizziness, evenings without confusion, a life with sharp thinking and independence. So take this knowledge and use it, one small shift at a time. If this video helped you, let us know in the comments, and if there's something we can do better, tell us that too. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Health 365 Day for more tips to protect your brain, your body, and your best years ahead.